Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings. We've got a matchup today that features two teams who come in with opposite records on the year. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. 23 yards on the play. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad? Eh.
Time running out here on the play clock. Wentz now on first down. Stays on his feet. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, Cook. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They'll pick up of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Wentz on third down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can happen.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. Fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
No, check. Here we go. 3-19.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Gets past him at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings!
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39. Leopard.
Looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A first update now from Cincinnati, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Again, it's Kamara, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Play action. Now Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Wentz forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A give. This is Kamara. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it'll be first down here after the run. Toss play, Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Boom, landed.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll go deep down the middle. A swing pass caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sharif Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run it in with Murray. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Wentz now to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Adams the man in motion right. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56. Go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Basham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Wentz. He'll find Thielen working the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, and this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sports. And all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. 1st and goal here from the 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for it with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. That is caught. at the 7-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That's fielded in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calmed.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun. Wentz. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. You give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Packers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
you